Hello, 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 Rockstars. What's going on with you, friends? How are you holding up? It's your coach Borino on this lovely, lovely Sunday afternoon. Little check-in with you to let you know that yes, we are alive, we are well. Hope you are too. Hope you're healthy. Hope you're hanging in there. Crazy. A month ago, my biggest problem was there was not enough sun and snow in our favorite ski trip resort. I was upset because my favorite toilet paper brand was not available in the quantity I needed. How things change quickly, don't they? It's absolutely amazing. Just mind-boggling. I still pause sometimes and ponder the situation, and I'm sure you do too. But there are a few things I've learned and a few lessons that I've picked up over the last few days. One is we will always adapt, we will always adjust. This is a challenging business to begin with, true. And so you throw in a situation like this on top of it, we will figure it out. We adapt. We are very adaptable creatures, and us here and us in this industry more so than anywhere else. So we will adapt. I have also learned that this too shall pass. It's interesting how just when you think it's all set in stone, whether it's business, life, things shift and change in very unpredictable ways, sometimes very entertaining. Well, not this time, but definitely unaccepted. Very unexpected. Third thing I learned is I had first had this plan that because of the situation, we are not on shelter in place here in Virginia yet, but I think it's coming. But I thought, that's great. Will be a nice opportunity for me to hunker down and write new programs for you, write new book. I have a hard time focusing, do you? Like, I have a hard time sitting down for a long period of time and be productive. I have not figured out yet how to get that creative flow of energy going to really get big chunk of work done. I still function, of course. We still run the company. I still coach you. We still do everything. Path, boot camp is in process. But it is harder to find enough discipline, strength, and focus yet for me to get back to the level that where I like to be. How is that for you? How do you do that? How do you stay functioning in spite of this crazy thing going on? So I tell you what I found to be helpful is I spend more time with our kids. I spend more time talking to my brother who lives in Europe, my mom who lives in Europe. I spend more time reading. I spend more time answering emails, interacting with you guys here on social media and via email. So if there's anything I can do for you, and I see your questions here, and I'll be more than happy to address them. I will stay for as long as you want me to. I'll be happy to chat, so I see them. I spent more time thinking, going for walks and just pondering the situation and trying to figure out, will it change? Yes. There will be some changes, some temporary, some permanent, but some of the things that we discussed with Hannah this morning that I think will impact our real estate industry. What I see changing is people figure out that there are certain things that we used to do a certain way. For example, going to a closing table was always done in a very traditional way. Well, the entire group, agents, everybody gets together. I think now we're discovering that we don't need to do it that way, that the certain things that we've done the old way will change, like closings may be done virtually. Hannah, who has a very successful staging company, did a virtual consultation with a client this morning. The client was walking with the phone through her little townhouse here in Washington, D.C., and Hannah was having a nice conversation and consultation over the phone. And I think your ability to deploy video chat, services like Zoom or FaceTime or Skype will open new possibilities for you to communicate in new ways with your clients. And as we're going through this, I think new methods and new technologies will emerge that will, on one hand, change this business, on the other, make it easier, faster, more efficient. So I think that's coming. And I think it's already happening. Virtual open houses, virtual walkthroughs, a lot of this. And a lot of it will be like, shit, we should have done it this way to begin with. We don't need the old ways. So I think some of these will stick, and I think that's a good thing. So that's what I see now. I see more than ever it is essential for us to keep our mental health intact. That means I am very deliberate how much news and information I consume on social media and on reading what's going on in the world. I want to stay on top of it, of course, just like all of you guys, but I'm very careful not to let that impact my emotional health and my mental health, because it's very easy to kind of cave into the bad news and the statistics and all that stuff. So I'm very deliberate. I read more. Right now in the middle of Atomic Habits that I really enjoy, so you should pick up some good books and educate yourself. I listen to podcasts. I listen to smart people, not just about the situation, but just in general, giving me direction and giving me some tips and advice and inspiration. And I talk to people. Because we've been isolated from friends, I substitute that with phone calls and texts, and I don't want to sever the interactions and the connections that we have. It was interesting. Last night we had a conversation, my two kids, Hannah and I, over dinner. And I asked, what do you miss the most? What is the first thing you're looking forward to when things get back? And unanimously, all four of us said, getting back with our friends. Meeting our friends for dinners, meeting our friends for drinks, although my kids don't drink yet, us do. Having them over for dinner, going out. It is the social interaction that we all miss the most. And it's the first thing we're going to do. The one thing I look forward to the most is getting back with you guys, doing live sessions. Now, of course, these sessions like we're doing right now will not go away, but being able to have that physical, I miss that very much. What are you missing the most? What is the first thing you're looking forward to when things get back to normal? Tell me, share with me, I'm curious. But this was for us. Whether it was kids or I, we miss our friends, we miss having nice meals with them, having drinks with them, having conversations with them. Thank God, at least we have opportunities like this one to use the technology. All right, let's see if I can answer some quick questions for you. Rigoberto is here. Coach Borino, what do you hire when you get too much overhead? First hire, my opinion is HR. Who do you hire, Rigoberto? I would first hire a transaction coordinator / administrator. Get somebody, and right now you can get somebody virtually, but you need somebody who can pick up the slack and take care of the $10 work, $15 work, administrative work for you. Because virus or no virus, your best bang for the buck is your communication. That means your prospecting, lead generation, follow-up, and presentations. So anything else that slows you down that still needs to be done, like paperwork, administration, some of the marketing, some of the mechanical follow-up, hire somebody who can do that. And somebody who can take care of your transactions as well. So that's what I would do. Shannon says, thank you for coming online this morning. Comforting hearing from you. I appreciate you being real. Shannon, thank you so much for that. And thanks for being here today. Appreciate it. Sarah Marie says, we don't have our normal outlet, so I think that's what's making focusing difficult. And you're right. And it just really has disrupted, of course, obviously, our life, our business, and all that. And in the upcoming days and weeks, we will figure out ways. What I can tell you right now, guys, please, no matter what you do and no matter what the circumstance or situation is, do not lose the communication channels with your prospects, with your leads, with your existing clients, past clients, even friends and neighbors. Just because there are certain things we cannot do or should not be doing doesn't mean we cannot communicate. So use all possible channels, whether it's to send a nice card. Hannah is writing handwritten cards to her network, to her friends and to her clients and to her past clients. So do that. Send emails, send text. Now, please don't make it, here's what we're doing in COVID-19. You know, those shitty emails we all get, it's bullshit. Make it personal. Hey, how are you hanging in there? What are you doing? What can I do to help? Anything you need. How are the kids? This is what works for us. This is what we're doing. Share those things. Make it genuine, make it authentic. Don't make it about business. Don't make it about transactions or dollars. They will come. They will come. Right now, keep the human side of it. So yeah, I hear you. Send little videos. Start doing live. I'm going to start next week. I decided that because some of the communication, like personal visits, open houses, and interaction face-to-face is so limited and sometimes impossible, I will teach you guys how to do live videos, how to be comfortable on camera, how to deliver interesting messages, how to connect and nurture authentic connections with your people through video, through lives, using tools like how to do virtual presentations, how to do negotiations and all that using these tools, and how to keep your message out there so people know you're out there for them, not just for the business, but as a kind human being who cares, a guide, a counselor. So we're going to start a series of tips and advice and classes that'll be free, that'll be for all of you guys to watch, to enjoy. So that's coming, starting next week. So look for announcement on my groups for my past students, of course, and you guys, my rock stars. Shay says, appreciate you, coach, doing the same things. Good, good. All right. I really appreciate you being honest about all of this and love whether you are this morning. Beautiful. Yes, it's a lovely day. We just came back from a little walk on the lake, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Do get some fresh air. Don't sit home. It's okay to get some fresh air. Thank you for the updates. Good afternoon, everyone, says Mr. Derek Dornbach. Good to have you, Derek. Lovely always to see your face. I follow you and very much enjoy the little updates and post. Sarah Mary says, what I keep thinking is this: what changes that we're making now will possibly stay after we're going back to normal. These things are emerging already, Sarah Mary. I think a lot of it will have to do with being able to do things remotely and digitally. And I think this will open a lot of new opportunities to communicate and reach your audience in better ways, more personal ways, and non-salesy ways. So I think that's all coming. That's going to be interesting to see. And I think video is going to be a huge part of that, and I will, of course, help you with that because that's one of the things I've been doing for a long time and can teach you. Sherry says, everyone complied, then this should be over so much quicker. This virus has been here as of November. I think most people have already been ill with it. That is very much possible. I was sick in December. It was the weirdest thing. So yeah, you may be right. We're doing the best. And please remember this, the Borino rule number 1. Keep this one in mind, please. Do the best you can with what you have. Just keep repeating that. Do the best you can with what you have, okay? Lay says, do we think the housing market will rebound quickly, or are we looking for years? Guys, there's absolutely impossible to know. Please don't fall for any speculations. Don't fall for any hypothesis. It's really impossible to predict what's going to happen. And even the smartest people are scratching their head right now trying to figure out where this is going to go. The market can tank. The prices can go down. Number of listings can skyrocket. Interest rates can jump. There's all kinds of things that are possible. So falling for this speculation, do not do that. And worse, do not speculate for your clients. Take every client and every situation on per case basis. That means counsel them, talk to them, explore what is it they're trying to do. Because even this day and age, if you look at your MLS, there are new listings hitting the market, hundreds of new homes coming on the market. Listings are pending, listings are being sold. So the market doesn't stop, the business does not stop. Don't fall for the false illusion that just because we are on shelter at home or because there is this crazy virus, you cannot help people. On the contrary, you can very much. And there'll be a lot of them, even more now, looking for answers, looking for advice, looking for guidance, looking for help. That means you need to stay on top of what's going on in your area, what's going on in the market in general, what is happening to the prices, what is happening to the volume, what is happening to the inventory. And this will be very different from area to area. But as overall, long term, right now, we don't see a huge difference. There's a dip, obviously. Numbers are down, but homes are still being sold. Homes are still hitting the market. So don't stop. Don't stop counseling people. Don't stop communicating with them. Now more than ever, you have to take a very soft approach, non-salesy approach, friendly approach, and most importantly, compassionate approach. Because moving and selling is difficult and stressful as it is. It is number 2 cause of heart attacks in America. Did you know that? Number 1 is divorce. Number 2, very often related, is moving, selling a house. So if it is difficult and challenging to begin with, now put this situation on top of it. And yet there are people out there who will absolutely have to move. People who 2 months ago, 3 months ago, didn't think about it. But now because of the circumstances, maybe it's their job situation. Many people are losing jobs, unfortunately. They will need you. You will need to help them. So don't stop lead generation. Don't stop prospecting. Don't need to apologize for reaching out to people, whether it's an expired listing or for sale by owner. Don't stop doing all that, okay? I will post some of my podcasts I listen to and some of the people I follow. That's a great point, Sarah Mary. I will do that. Sherry says, you are correct. Only listen to the news an hour a day. Yeah, that's a good idea. All right. Lee Wagner Quintana, in my opinion, is probably not going to be bad as long as the lockdowns are short. We hope so. My customers going out and showing homes. Jennifer, if it's still acceptable, follow the guidelines, follow the health rules. Remember this, no transaction, no commission is worth your health or, God forbid, your life. Do the best you can with what you have. Follow the rules, follow the guidelines. If it means postponing property showings or doing it virtually, find a way that is a good balance of common sense, following the guidelines and instructions, and serving your clients, okay? Going back to church to see my church family. Jacqueline, that's for many people a lot of comfort there, absolutely, yeah. Being with my friend and of course my clients who I love so much. Yes, I love that. Praying, yes. What's your suggestion on scripting right now for listing prospecting? Sir Mary, that's a question that I can't just answer right now, right here. We will do a separate session. How do you approach it? How do you communicate with people? But you have been my student for a long time, so one little tip will help you. Go from the heart. See what is the best solution for your prospect case by case. Is it staying? Is it putting on the market now? Is it waiting this out? It really depends. So the best approach is be honest, be genuine, be still confident. Now more than ever, your prospects and your clients are looking for one thing: certainty. They're looking for certainty. They're looking for certain answers, certainty, guidance, confidence, compassion that you can give them that will help them navigate these complicated times. Give them certainty. And by the way you do that is you first ask, you first explore what is that they're trying to do, what would be the best outcome for them. And just like a doctor would diagnose, you diagnose and you tell them, well, based on what you told me, I think waiting this out is really better for you. And if you can, you should. Or maybe it is based on their circumstances, conditions, and your marketplace to sell, to move. And it can be done. Even in today's dire conditions, it's possible. Sherry says, I miss seeing friends and family in person. This is the short-term issue. We need to keep a good mindset. Absolutely. Absolutely, yes. And I do miss my friends. And I miss David, my man. Good to see you. You're the right kind of leader, my brother. I'm going to live at noon at PST. I'd love to have you on show. I would love to come, David, and I would love to have you on Rockstars as well. Let's make it happen. I'll reach out to you. Gail, lovely to see you, Gail Zintek. You're awesome. Love hearing the birds chirping. It is gorgeous. It's a lovely day. It makes me forget for a moment, you know, with all the craziness going on out there. It is beautiful. David says, I love you, Borino. My man, respect and love to you and your family. I love what you're doing. You are the leader we need right now, David. Sarah says, it's true that houses are still selling. We have to be kind and come from a place of gratitude with our prospects. Amen to that, yes. Offer virtual listing appointments and write offers contingent of interior expansion. Yes, sight unseen offers, absolutely subject to inspection. Great suggestion, David. Love it. Absolutely, yes. Yeah, it was funny to see Hannah this morning do a presentation on virtual walkthrough with a client who was holding the phone. It was amazing. She will actually do a class, her and I will do a quick class for you, how you can do virtual walkthrough videos. She's been doing this for a while as part of her marketing for her staging business, but you guys can pick up the same strategies and same ideas. You'll see how she does that. It's pretty cool. They are very short and they're very well done, and you don't need anything but your smartphone and your smile, so it's pretty cool. Mr. Rick says, it's also a great time to reach out to your sphere and past clients and come from the point that it's not all about real estate. What a brilliant point, Rick. Totally agree, 100%. A little bit of kindness, a little bit of... I even talked to my neighbors. We went for a walk yesterday, and I saw my neighbors in their front yard. It was a lovely day. They were working, and I said, if you need anything, I'm making a quick run to the grocery store. Can I get you anything? There was toilet paper in our toilet, in our grocery store. So I said, I can pick up a pack for you and share that. So, yeah. Derek says, New Jersey Association of Realtors just drafted a COVID-19 addendum. Does anyone want to see it? Please post it, Derek. I'm sure that would be helpful to share. I think that would be great. All right, friends. More good stuff coming, of course. I will be doing lives for you. We will be sharing more good information. A lot of cool summits and people coming out and sharing and inspiring everybody. I will do a series of video lessons for you, how to do video, how to do Facebook Lives, how to post videos, how to get them to your audience. What can you do to get your message out there when we are in such conditions and circumstances? So watch for that. That'll be a show that's coming your way. Sherry says, appreciate any and all training right now. Makes us feel like we're doing something positive. And Sherry, that's one thing you can do right now. If the things are limited, learning and absorbing this information is so important. Here's why. I didn't know this was coming. Very few people did. Very few people saw the scope of this disaster. But I do know it's going to blow over. I do know that sooner or later this will be over, because it's one of my favorite quotes. Every storm runs out of rain. Every storm runs out of rain. This will run out of rain too. This will pass too. And we will come out of it stronger, smarter, more connected, more compassionate, more human. That is my hope. And I see it already. I see it with you guys, who are absolutely an amazing bunch. And I have so much love, respect, compassion. I could not do this without you guys. I could not be here today without you guys. And I appreciate every single one of you. Jennifer says, I just did a lease and it had COVID-19 addendum. Fantastic. Yeah, look for it. You will get guidance, I'm sure, from your broker. You will get guidance from your association of realtors. You will get guidance from your state government. And you will get guidance from me. The best I can do is just share these with you. Beautiful quote, Coach Sherry. Glad you like it. Thank you for all this, says Karen. Thank you for being here today, you guys. Please keep me posted. Keep posting. It is wonderful to see our vibrant community sharing this, posting, encouraging and inspiring each other. And I appreciate that very much. Have a wonderful rest of the Sunday. I love you guys. I'll see you all soon. Coach Borino signing off for now. Let's go get him. Ciao.